Every year, nearly 300,000 Americans suffer sudden cardiac arrest. On average, only 8% survive. And for every minute that passes without help, the victim's chance of survival decreases 10%. But there's a single act that can more than double a victim's chance of survival. It's something we all learned in health class, and have seen performed countless times in the movies and on TV. It's called CPR, yet 2/3 of cardiac arrest victims never receive CPR from a witness. The American Heart Association came to us with hope. They wanted to introduce a new, simplified version of CPR called hands-only CPR. It's just as effective as traditional CPR, but it only requires 2 steps and eliminates the need for mouth-to-mouth. We were charged to get the word out, but with zero media budget. In order to inspire people to act, and act fast, we had to figure out just what was causing them not to act in the first place. We went in thinking, as many would, that the most appealing aspect of hands-only CPR is that you don't have to use your mouth.
Glenn, quick, you don't mouth to mouth.
So do you. I'm not doing it.
But our research showed squeamishness about swapping saliva with a stranger is not the real issue at all. In reality, 80% of cardiac arrests happen at home. So it's not about strangers being scared of germs. It's usually the victim's own loved ones who fail to act. Why? Because society has trained people to think you must be certified to give CPR, so they wait for a trained professional. In fact, 83% of people believe you have to be trained to perform CPR. And we were shocked to find that nearly 60% of people still believe you have to be trained to perform hands-only CPR, the simplified version. Our communications, therefore, had to credentialize people and make them realize they already had what it takes to save a life. To brief the creatives, we brought in a CPR trainer to certify the whole team in both traditional CPR and hands-only CPR. By performing both, we realized how much simpler the new method really was. Our creatives came back to us with a deadly simple idea. By illustrating the incredible things you can accomplish with 2 simple tools we all already have, hands, we would inspire people to feel confident enough to administer hands-only CPR themselves. We created a communications architecture to make sure the executions fit the needs of each media channel, while still laddering up to the bigger idea of hands doing incredible things. For example, TV broke through the clutter with a woman who communicated the message through sign language. For YouTube, we created a film that follows a man through his day, which is spent entirely walking on his hands. Radio spots featured music composed entirely of sounds made with hands. And a web application called the Hand Symphony drove engagement by allowing users to create and share their own music tracks made with the various hand sounds. Every touchpoint acted as a hands-only CPR training session and directed people to handsonlycpr.org. And we created an in-the-moment iPhone app that witnesses to cardiac arrest could use to give hands-only CPR confidently. This wasn't a regular advertising assignment, so results will be measured by the number of lives saved by hands-only CPR. Tracking in hospitals has been put in place, and the results are steadily coming in. Early indication from a quantitative strategic test showed a lot of promise. The strategy increased confidence and inspired action among our core target of women 55+ and those who had failed to act in the past. Hands can do incredible things, but nothing compares to using them to save a life.